All right, let's get real. Today we're unpacking how women view sex, and trust me, it's deeper than you might think. This isn't just another understand women better talk. We're going right to the roots, how past experiences, self-worth, and validation shape intimacy and why things play out the way they do. So if you're ready to stop guessing and actually get it, stay with me. And hey, if you're vibing with this and haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that button. Think of it as a way of joining the inner circle. You don't want to miss what's coming next. Let's dive in. 1. The impact of past experiences on how women view sex. This means going beyond the physical to genuinely know her as a person, understanding her past, her insecurities, and her strengths. When a woman feels truly known and respected, intimacy becomes an act of trust rather than mere attraction. For both partners, this is where real connection grows, and where intimacy moves from a simple act to a shared experience. Our experiences shape how we view relationships and intimacy. For women, unresolved past traumas, like neglect, abuse, or abandonment by important male figures, can create emotional triggers around intimacy. These experiences often lead to complex responses in relationships, as unresolved wounds may influence her behaviors and reactions. When a woman becomes overly attached, needy, or distant after intimacy, it's usually a response that reflects more than just the immediate situation. It can be her subconscious reacting to past pain or searching for the validation that was previously missing. By understanding these triggers, men can better empathize with their partners, seeing behavior as part of a broader context rather than taking it personally. 2. Women's sex drive is real, not a myth. The idea that women have a lesser sex drive or that it's somehow more dormant is a misconception. Women's sexuality is often less openly discussed or understood, leading to assumptions that don't reflect reality. Women do experience strong sexual drives, though their expression may be influenced by emotional and psychological connections as much as by physical attraction. Interestingly, due to lifestyle changes, environmental factors, and other modern issues, men's testosterone levels have decreased on average. This change has made the gap between men's and women's drives much smaller. Men and women have different approaches to intimacy, but that doesn't diminish the intensity of women's needs and desires. Recognizing this can enhance how both partners experience and approach intimacy, appreciating it as a mutual, rather than one-sided aspect of relationships. 3. The need for validation and the role of intimacy. Many people, especially women who have faced abandonment or inconsistent love, approach relationships with an underlying need to feel validated. They may seek to be chosen by their partner in a way that reassures them of their worth. This often unconscious need can lead women to feel a deeper attachment post-intimacy, hoping to find in their partner the support, love, or protection they missed earlier in life. But intimacy can't fix these gaps. True healing comes from self-awareness and working through personal wounds. For men, understanding this can prevent the expectation that intimacy alone can secure a bond, instead fostering a relationship built on communication and mutual understanding. 4. Liberation versus fulfillment, the trap of casual sex. Modern culture often promotes sexual liberation as a means of empowerment, encouraging women to match men in casual intimacy. But physical freedom and emotional fulfillment aren't the same, and many women find that a cycle of casual partners doesn't meet their deeper needs. Women seeking multiple partners may be looking to fill a void, sometimes unaware that true fulfillment comes from emotional rather than purely physical connections. For men, understanding this distinction can clarify what to expect in relationships. If a woman frequently moves on, this isn't necessarily about them as a person, but may reflect her struggle with self-worth or unmet needs. Casual sex may offer a short-term thrill, but can sometimes leave women and men feeling unfulfilled. 5. Respecting intimacy as a powerful personal act. In a world where sex is often presented as casual or trivial, it's easy to overlook the fact that intimacy is one of the most profound ways two people can connect. Physical attraction is common, But emotional and mental connections are what make intimacy meaningful and lasting. Treating sex with respect and seeing it as a sacred act creates a foundation for true connection. This doesn't mean treating it with unnecessary solemnity, but recognizing it as an opportunity to bond, to be vulnerable, and to give and receive. Embracing intimacy as a powerful act can elevate a relationship, deepening the connection and increasing fulfillment for both partners. 6. Insecurity is universal. Both men and women feel vulnerable. It's easy to overlook that women have insecurities, especially since social pressures can make them feel they should always be put together. Women often feel vulnerable about their appearance, body image, or even their worthiness in a relationship. When a man truly sees and accepts a woman as she is, without judgment or demands, she feels safe to open up. For women, this feeling of acceptance often allows for a more genuine connection, as she can let go of the need to impress and just be. Men, too, can find security in this openness, as both partners create a space where they can share their true selves. This vulnerability, rather than weakness, forms the bedrock of lasting intimacy. 7. The beauty of real connection in the bedroom. Good intimacy is about connection, not just technique. When two people feel genuinely comfortable and at ease with one another, they're more likely to experience intimacy that's fulfilling on multiple levels, emotionally, mentally, and physically. This comfort comes from knowing, trusting, and respecting one another beyond the surface level. For men, putting effort into understanding their partner's emotional landscape before jumping into bed can turn an average experience into something truly meaningful. In the end, it's the depth of connection, not just physical skill, that makes intimacy great. 8. Approaching intimacy with awareness and respect. The right approach to intimacy involves understanding and respecting boundaries. Women, like men, bring their own unique histories, emotional needs, and preferences into the bedroom. Creating a comfortable space starts with understanding what makes your partner feel valued and respected. This means going beyond the physical to genuinely know her as a person, understanding her past, her insecurities, and her strengths. When a woman feels truly known and respected, intimacy becomes an act of trust rather than mere attraction. For both partners, this is where real connection grows, and where intimacy moves from a simple act to a shared experience.